Hey, and welcome to my Bounty and Black Market explanation video. So, bounties and black markets are very powerful, and they're really good for a lot of stuff. And the black market is also very useful and helpful, and it's got a lot of good stuff. Some people really don't understand it, and that's why I'm making this video. So first off, there are two different people. Okay, the rib jaws and the stenellas. You cannot get max friendship level with both. You cannot get grade 6 friendship level with both. So, you can only get up to grade 5, and it's a lot of work to get a grade 6 and a grade 5, and it's not worth it. So, generally what is done is you're going to either pick the stenella or the ribjaw. It makes very little difference which one you go with. And you're going to max their friendship and run their bounties every day. The reason you want to do this is at grade, I think it's friendship grade 5, you start getting these bounties that drop philosopher stones. I've talked in other videos about how effective, how useful philosopher stones are. So you definitely want to get as many of these as you can per day. You can run 7 bounties a day. 10 if you have the, what's it called? The Zodiac Walker effect. But if you don't, you can only run 7. So you can get up to 7 to 10 a day, and you can get extra bounties by dropping an item called a Christian's Certificate. You can get, I think you can get them through the one unique map. But I can't remember for sure. They do drop at random. So getting your friendship up is very easy. You just run bounties. Raising your friendship with one is going to drop your friendship with the other, which is why it's not very easy to get friendship high on both. But again, it's not really worth it. You can hold up to at max 5,000 of any currency. If you happen to get maxed out, so like let's say you're doing, in my case, Stenella, and I'm at 3,100. If you happen to get close to the maximum, just switch to the other one and start running their bounties instead. The other way you can get these coins is through pirate chests. And what I typically do is I don't open those chests unless something comes up that I desperately need to buy. That way you don't accidentally cap on one and then not have enough things. So I tend to save there's 2 different types of the chest. I save them both until I find something that I absolutely wish to purchase in the black market, which again I'll get to in a second. So running the bounties is simple. You choose a bounty and you go run a map. During that map you're going to have a mission to do. Most of the time it's just kill a dude. You know, they're not something you have to actively think about doing. There is one type that that will come up, and I'm gonna try to run my bounties and put this in. I'm gonna separate this video. I'll come back and I'll show you the bounty that I'm talking about that does require a bit of knowledge. But other than that, it's just generally kill a guy. People ask the difference between like friendly and exalted, and all it has to do is the amount that you are going to increase your friendship. So if you're starting out, generally you want to be trying to do these exalted ones because they're going to give you more friendship. Later on, it makes no difference. Once your friendship is maxed, the difference between friendly and exalted means nothing. It doesn't give you more rewards or anything. So generally, once your friendship is maxed, all you're going to be looking at is the amount of coins that you're going to get from doing them. Once you've established yourself, you should only be running the ones that give you the philosopher stones by refreshing your bounties. You get 2 free refreshes a day, and you can acquire more by purchasing from the general shop. I can't remember what it's called, some kind of certificate. You can buy 7 a day per character. So if you do have alts that are all the way to saluto, you can purchase those, and I recommend doing so that you can roll your bounties and get the philosopher stone ones. Again, you can add more bounties per day by getting Christian certificates, and generally you're just going to run all of them and get as many coins as you can, and that's that. Hopefully I'm going to find one of the bounty that I'm talking about today, and the video will be put right now. Otherwise, I will see you for the next section at the black market. Okay, beautiful. We found one of the thing I was looking for. So the mission you were looking for, the bounty that I'm looking for, is called excavation. You will have this little symbol when you get a bounty. So when you choose it, if you choose it, it has excavation, you're going to end up with these things in the map. You're going to see 4 of them. If you only see one, it's a different special mission, and you can just investigate it and get the reward. It's going to drop some a chest for pirate coins. But if you see 4 of them with these indicators on the map, there are 4. There's a jawbone, a plank, a harpoon, and a loon. And when you see those, you have to click them in a certain order. If you click up here beside Chaos Dungeon, there's a second thing with the crossed swords for the pirate indicator. If you click it, it will show you the order to reveal them in so that you do it correctly. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be plank. I'm going to activate that. Harpoon. I'm going to activate this. Jawbone, which is over here. And the last one, the loon. And surprise mission complete, and you get the bonus from it. That's the whole thing. Again, if you see one and it is a single one of these excavation points and there is no indicator, then it's just a separate mission, and you can just click that and you'll get a thing for pirate coins. Okay, so now you have got your coins. What do you do with them? Again, there are 2 different types of coins, Stanella and Ribjaw, and there are 2 different black markets, Stanella and Ribjaw. There are 2 different tabs in each. In the first tab is always going to be gear or gear-related things. Occasionally you will see a unique item that you can get a unique chest, I think it is, that will give you a random unique from either weapon, armor, or accessory, and that will get you that. All of these require your chaos statue to be at a certain level, and some require your friendship to be at a certain level. Now, again, you're going to get stuck choosing one or the other, so what happens if you get something really good, like let's say a Vesper Essence that's going to cost 2,500 points, and you don't have 2,500 points? You can save them by getting Deeds of Promise. You can purchase these for 50 rubies in the shop. Also, just by clicking this plus button, you can gain access to that. You don't have to actually go to the shop to get it. Or you can get them from, I forget the unique map. Do I have it? Hold on 1 second. I might actually have a copy of the map, and if I do, that'd be even better. I cannot remember it off the top of my head because it turns out my brain doesn't work. So... Nope, not Sevens. Get out of there. What is it called? Nightmare of Calcordia. The Nightmare of Calcordia map is the one I was thinking of in the previous section as well. So this is where you can get Christian certificates to re-roll your bounties, and the Deeds of Promise that you can use to store items. So if you found a Vesper Essence, let's say, and you aren't high friendship with that thing and you can't purchase it, or you just don't have enough coins, you can store them by clicking on the thing and saying keep. It will show you the amount of deeds you're going to use to store that. You can look at the items you have stored by going to this 3rd tab, which is a little chest and it'll show save item at the top. Again, there is a very quick explanation, but it's not very clean, which is why I'm doing this video. The different costs of the items and storing it is really all there is to it. And again, if we go to the other black market, It's going to use the different currencies, and you can see here there's a unique one that I was speaking of. So this, if I get this, this will give me an unidentified unique accessory at random. The things you can get in the black market that you should generally be focusing on are the cores. This is the only other place you can get them besides the key map for, I'm terrible at names, Anchorage of the Golden Ring, and a unique map that, again, I don't remember the name of. Nope, I don't remember the name of it. Do I have it? Let me check. If I have it, that would be even better. Denev's Wave. I just remember the name of it. Denev's Wave. They're the only two ways you can get coins. They're the only two ways you can get cores. So cores and soul gems are accessible through here. They are equipped in the 2 slots on your relic. You can do one up and one down. They have different effects and different levels. I talk about that in my relic and avatar video. But that's the only ways you can get them are through the black market. So generally you should be trying to get those. The unidentified uniques, again, if you're early on and you're still really trying to fill up your compendium, this is a great way to get them. And the other things you should be looking for are, so like Godstones. You can get any of the good crafting materials, Link Awakenings, all that stuff. Vespers can all be got in here. They all cost 2,500 points. So generally what I do is I try to get 2,500 points on one friendship and then switch to the other and get 2,500 on there, so that I don't have to worry about wasting Deeds of Promise. So that I always have that 2,500 ready to go. There is other good stuff. You should always check in here. It refreshes, I believe, 3 times a day. But there is a big, long refresh early in the morning. So check back. You'll get used to the time. It shows down here at the bottom. So you can see when the next refresh will happen. I always try to check all 3 refreshes to make sure I'm not missing something very good. And guys, I think that's it. Other than, hopefully, I got to put in between here the one bounty that requires a bit of knowledge, and it is confusing to people. But other than that, there's not anything else to say. I hope this information helps. As always, if there is any mistakes I have made in this video, they will be in the description below. If I did make mistakes, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to come out, I'm live every night on Twitch, pretty much every night. And this guy's always there too, meowing at me for treats. Yeah, I hope this information helps, and I hope you guys, you know, get good stuff and get good bounties and win all the stuff. You want to growl at me one last time? Yeah, he did.